ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Good morning. So let us continue. Today we are going to study equivalent weight of acid. Let us see how to find equivalent weight of acid. First, what is acid? A substance which releases H plus ions when dissolved in water. Simple definition, Arrhenius definition. Right. Acid is a substance which releases H plus ions when dissolved in water. So let us see how to find equivalent weight of acid is equal to molecular weight of acid by valency of acid. Now what is this valency of acid? Valency of acid is defined as number of replaceable H plus ions in a molecule or per mole, let us say. Let us say per mole of acid. Number of replaceable H plus ions, because we commonly use moles. Per mole of acid. Number of moles of replaceable H plus ions per mole of acid. Right. Or you can call this as basicity of acid. So what is this? Basicity of acid, number of OH minus ions required to neutralize 1 mole of acid. Number of OH minus ions required to completely neutralize 1 mole of acid. So we will see one by one. Right. So let us start writing some examples. Here itself I will explain. Acid, structure of the acid, basicity of acid, equivalent weight of acid. Let us take HCl. So there is a bond between hydrogen and chlorine. Chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. So we can remove this hydrogen as H plus, because chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. We can assign the shared electrons to chlorine. We can assign the electron of hydrogen to chlorine, because chlorine is more electronegative. Thereby this hydrogen can be removed as H plus. The hydrogens which can be removed as H plus are considered as acidic hydrogens. So what are acidic hydrogens? Hydrogens which can be removed, easily removed as H plus. When this is possible? If it is attached to more electronegative atom. What are more electronegative atom? Like fluorine, chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. So these hydrogens can be easily removed as H plus. The hydrogens which can be removed as H plus are known as acidic hydrogen. From a molecule, how many H plus ions I can remove? 1 H plus. So what happens? See, neutralization reaction. There is nothing but reaction between acid plus base gives salt and water. Let us take one example. HCl, NaOH gives NaCl plus water. So what is actually happening here? From HCl what we get is H plus Cl minus. From NaOH, when you dissolve in water, this is how they dissociate. So the actually why we call it as acid? Because it releases H plus ions. This H plus ion combines with OH minus ion to form undissociated water. So to neutralize 1 mole of H plus, you require 1 mole of OH minus, or to neutralize 1 mole of OH minus, you require 1 mole of H plus. So complete neutralization means when 1 mole of H plus combines with the required number of OH minus ions. So acid releases H plus ions. Acid releases H plus ions. To neutralize H plus ions, you require OH minus ions. The number of OH minus ions are required to neutralize a acid. So if it releases 1 H plus, it requires 1 OH minus. If it releases 2 H plus, it requires 2 OH minus ions. So this number of OH minus ions necessary to neutralize 1 mole of acid, we call it as basicity of acid. Number of bases, number of OH minus ions necessary to neutralize 1 mole of acid completely. So from HCl, how many H plus ions are released? 1 mole of H plus ions. How many moles of OH minus ion? It requires 1 mole. Therefore, its basicity is 1. 1 mole of base is required to neutralize 1 mole of HCl completely. Right. Coming to equivalent weight of HCl. So equivalent weight of HCl is molecular weight by basicity of acid. What is the basicity? 1. What is the molecular weight? 35.5 plus 1, that is 36.5 by 1. Let us study one more example, H2SO4. So sulfur is the central atom. So if I write the structure of the sulfuric acid, this is the structure of sulfuric acid. Now see here, hydrogens are attached to oxygen. Hydrogen is attached to oxygen. So in a molecule, there are 2 hydrogens which are attached to oxygen. First, are they acidic? Yes. Why they are acidic? Because hydrogens are attached to more electronegative atom, because of which this hydrogen carries partial positive charge, partial negative charge. Thereby, there is a possibility you can remove this hydrogen as H plus. You can also remove this hydrogen as H plus. That means one molecule can produce 2 H plus ions when dissolved in water. To neutralize 2 H plus ions, how many OH minus ions are required? 2. That means 2 moles of OH minus ions are required to completely neutralize 1 mole of sulfuric acid. How many moles of OH minus ions? 2. Or how many ions? 2. Therefore, its basicity is 2. 2 moles of OH minus ions are necessary to completely neutralize 1 mole of acid, because it can release 2 H plus ions. Therefore, what is its equivalent weight? That is molecular weight by 2. Molecular weight is 98 by 2. Now, as I said, equivalent weight is not fixed. It depends upon nature of reaction. Let us see how. 1 mole of H2SO4 reacts with 2 moles of NaOH, gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Now, see this H2SO4, it is converted to Na2SO4. How many acidic hydrogens it has? 2 acidic hydrogens. From this formula, we can say that it possesses 2 acidic hydrogens. In the product, does it contain any acidic hydrogens? No. It is a neutral salt, no acidic hydrogens. That means all acidic hydrogens are removed. Therefore, its equivalent weight in this reaction is molecular weight by 2, because 2 acidic hydrogens are present in the product, all of them are removed. So 2 is the valency or basicity of acid. But if I write like this, say H2SO4 reacts with NaOH. Now try to compare this H2SO4, NaHSO4. H2SO4 is converted to NaHSO4 when it reacts with NaOH. What is the meaning of this? Out of 2 acidic hydrogens, one is present as such. That means only 1 H plus ion is replaced. So in this case, although there is a possibility of 2, but we have less amount of base here, right? We are adding less amount of base, so only one acidic hydrogen is replaced. Therefore, it becomes number of hydrogens replaced, that is 1. So in this case it is 98 by 2. In this case it remains as 98 by 1, because still it contains one acidic hydrogen. So this is called normal or neutral salt. This is called acidic salt. Salt which contains acidic hydrogen. Still there is one acidic hydrogen. Normal salt or neutral salt, acidic salt, because still it contains one acidic hydrogen. So let us study some more examples. Oxyacids of phosphorus, H3PO4, H3PO3, H3PO2. They are oxyacids of phosphorus, we will study in second year. Right. Now how to write their structure? The oxyacids of any phosphorus, phosphorus belongs to which group? Fifth group. It forms 5 bonds. So first one P double bond O, next 3 more bonds. Any oxyacid has similar structure. This is how you have to write. P double bond O, 1, 2, 3, 5 bonds. So phosphorus forms 5 bonds. In any oxyacids of phosphorus, it contains one P double bond O and 3 bonds. Next, count number of oxygens. 4. One oxygen is already present. Left over will be 3. So how many bonds you have? 3. So write O, O, O. Count hydrogens. 3. So add OH, OH, OH. Count oxygens. 3. 1 is present here. Out of 3, 1 is present. Left over is only 2. So O, O. Count hydrogens. 3. Add hydrogens. Next, count oxygens. Total 2. 1 is present. So left over is 1. Count hydrogens. 1, 2, 3. Right. Let us see whether it possesses any acidic hydrogens or not. What are our acidic hydrogens? Hydrogens which can be removed as H+. Which H+ ions can be removed as H+? The one which are attached to more electronegative atoms. Here, hydrogen attached to oxygen, hydrogen attached to oxygen, hydrogen attached to oxygen. There is only one type of hydrogen which is attached to oxygen. Is it acidic? Yes, because oxygen is more electronegative. How many hydrogens this molecule can lose as H+? This one, second, third. So how many OH minus ion required? To neutralize one H+, you require one OH minus. To neutralize 3, 1, 2, 3, you require 3 OH minus. So one molecule of base require 3 OH minus. Therefore its basicity is 3. Basicity of phosphoric acid, orthophosphoric acid is 3. You require 3 moles of OH minus ion to neutralize 1 mole of phosphoric acid. So what is its equivalent weight? Equivalent weight of phosphoric acid is molecular weight by 3. Remember, it depends upon nature of reaction. You can add 3 NaOH. You can add only 2. If you add 2, only 2 will be replaced. Then it becomes molecular weight by 2. If you add only 1 mole of NaOH, only 1 will be replaced. Then it becomes molecular weight by 1. So there is maximum possibility of neutralizing 3, but that depends upon the amount of base you are adding. You can add 3 moles, or you can add 2 moles, or you can add 1 mole. Depending upon the amount you are adding, the equivalent weight will change. Here, first point, there are 2 different types of hydrogens. What do you mean by that? Hydrogen is attached to oxygen and one hydrogen is attached to phosphorus. First, all hydrogens are not acidic. As I said, all hydrogens are not acidic. What are acidic hydrogens? The hydrogens which are attached to more electronegative atom. If I see hydrogen, oxygen, it is acidic, no doubt. So these two are acidic, no doubt. But what about pH hydrogen? The hydrogen that is attached to phosphorus is not acidic. You cannot remove that hydrogen as H+. In fact, you can remove that as H-, which explains its reducing nature. Therefore, these two can be removed as H plus, this cannot be removed as H plus. So in a molecule there are maximum 2 hydrogens which can be removed as H plus. So if you see this formula, it appears that there are 3 hydrogens. We assume that 3 hydrogens are acidic, but actually if you see the structure, all hydrogens are not similar, only 2 hydrogens are acidic. This hydrogen is not acidic, this is not acidic. It cannot be removed as H plus because it is attached to less electronegative atom compared to oxygen. So one molecule can release how many H plus ions? Answer is only 2. What are they? This OH hydrogen, this OH hydrogen. So maximum 2. So how many OH minus ion you require? 2. Therefore it is a dibasic acid, not tribasic acid. You require 2 moles of H plus OH minus ions to neutralize this molecule. So what is the equivalent weight? H3PO3. Now it is not necessary that you always add 2 here. If you add 2, molecular weight by 2. If you add only 1 mole of NaOH or OH minus, then it becomes molecular weight by 1. Coming to this, how many different types of hydrogen? 2. OH hydrogen, pH hydrogen, pH hydrogen. Just now like this, right? These 2 are not acidic. So they cannot be removed as H plus. So how many I can remove? Only 1. So 1 mole of OH minus ion is required. Therefore basicity of this acid is 1. Next example, acetic acid. There are 2 types of hydrogens, OH hydrogen, CH hydrogen. Carbon hydrogen bond is non-polar. That means the electronegativity difference is almost negligible. So these shared electrons are equally shared between carbon and hydrogen. So they don't get any partial charges. But in the case of this OH, oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. So this hydrogen can be removed as H plus. Although there are 4 hydrogens, but all are not acidic because these hydrogens are bonded to carbon. Carbon hydrogen bond is carbon hydrogen bond is non-polar. The electronegativity difference between carbon and hydrogen is negligible. So the bonded electrons here, here and here are equally shared, because of which neither of them will get any partial positive charge or partial negative charge. So we cannot remove these hydrogens as H plus, but this hydrogen can be removed as H plus. So it is a monobasic acid. Since it releases 1 H plus, you require 1 OH minus. So basicity, number of moles of base required to neutralize 1 mole of this acid is 1, because there is only 1 H plus. So what is the equivalent weight of acetic acid? Molecular weight by 1. Okay, molecular weight you can calculate. I think you will get around 60. So next, boric acid. This is interesting. H3BO3. Boric powder. So boric acid right. So here it appears that it is a tribasic acid because there are 3 OH hydrogens, but the answer is it is a monobasic acid. So I will explain the reason. First thing, it is not a Lewis acid. H3BO3 can be also written as BOH taken thrice. When you dissolve in water, it is a very weak acid. Right? This is electron deficient boron. It contains less number of electrons. It accepts a pair of electrons from OH minus. resulting in the formation of BOH4 minus and H plus. So when dissolved in water, it releases only one H plus. These are not acidic hydrogens. Therefore, we can conclude that boric acid is not tribasic acid but a monobasic acid. It accepts a pair of electron from OH minus. Therefore, it is a Lewis acid, not Arrhenius acid. So, this is important, not a tribasic acid. So, next one is equivalent weight of base. So, how to find equivalent weight of base? Molecular weight of base by valency of base. In some books, this valency is given as n factor. So, n factor is nothing but valency, which depends upon the nature of reaction. N factor or valency. N factor or valency of base is nothing but number of replaceable OH minus ions per mole of base. So, 1 mole of base can release how many OH minus? So, number of H plus ions required to neutralize 1 mole of base. Number of moles of H plus ion required is nothing but acidity of base. We can call it as acidity of base. So, here it is easy. We have to just count the number of OH groups. You don't have to write the structure base, equivalent weight of base. Right. So, you can write NaOH. So, from the formula itself you can clearly see that there is one OH group. You can write KOH, cesium hydroxide, etc. So, all these are monoacidic base. 1 mole of H plus ions are required to neutralize 1 mole of any of this acid. 1 mole of H plus. Therefore, monoacidic base. All these are monoacidic. That means they require 1 mole of H plus. So, here equivalent weight of any of these bases is molecular weight by 1. So, it is 40 by 1. For example, 39 plus 17 by 1, like that. Suppose if I take diacidic base, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, etc. 1 mole can release 2 OH minus. 1 mole can release 2 OH minus. That means they require 2 moles of H plus ion. So, what is the acidity of this base? They require 2 moles of H plus ions. Therefore, they are diacidic base. So, equivalent weight of these bases is molecular weight by 2. Similarly, you can write aluminum hydroxide, ferric hydroxide. So, you can clearly see that there are 3 OH groups. So, equivalent weight of these bases will be equal to respective molecular weight by 3. So let us go for equivalent weight of oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So what is an oxidizing agent? Already we have studied the meaning of oxidizing agent. A substance which oxidizes some other substance, it itself will undergo reduction. So an oxidizing agent undergoes reduction. It itself undergoes reduction. What do you mean by itself undergoes reduction? It undergoes reduction with respect to electron, gains electrons. If it gains electrons, what happens to its oxidation state? Oxidation state decreases. Change in oxidation state? Oxidation state decreases. So an oxidizing agent undergoes reduction, right, by gain of electrons, due to which its oxidation state decreases. So here equivalent weight of oxidizing agent is defined as molecular weight of oxidizing agent by valency of oxidizing agent. What is the valency of oxidizing agent? That is nothing but change in oxidation state. Change in oxidation state of oxidizing agent per mole of oxidizing agent. Per mole of oxidizing agent. So why the oxidation state changes? Because it gains electrons. So what I can write? Molecular weight of oxidizing agent by number of electrons gained per mole of oxidizing agent. So 1 mole of oxidizing agent gains how many electrons? That is what you have to calculate. So equivalent weight of oxidizing agent is nothing but mass of the oxidizing agent which gains 1 mole of electrons. If you make this one, then equivalent weight equal to molecular weight, nothing but mass. So let us calculate for some oxidizing agent. The first one is potassium dichromate. Okay, let us write the formula. Potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7, right? Let us start with permanganate first, because it is little confusing. Potassium permanganate KMnO4 or MnO4 minus. So already we have studied oxidation state is +7. It can act as oxidizing agent in acidic medium, basic medium, neutral medium. So with change in the medium, the final product will change. So you should be very careful with that. So let us see first in acidic medium, KMnO4 or MnO4 minus, and we have to know its molecular weight, 158 grams per mole. So first let us see in strongly acidic medium. In strongly acidic medium, first one we are seeing. So MnO4 minus permanganate ion, MnO4 minus permanganate ion changes to Mn+2. If you don't know the final product, then you cannot do anything further. You have to know the final product. So first let us see in how many different ways we can calculate this valency. What is the valency? Nothing but change in the oxidation state. So first with respect to change in oxidation state, change in oxidation state. So I am trying to find the valency of oxidizing agent with respect to change in oxidation state. So what is actually happening here? MnO4 minus 2. So what is the oxidation states assigned? It is +7. Here it is +2. So in acidic medium it changes from +7 to +2. That means what is the change? 5 units decrease. So change in oxidation state per manganese is plus 5 units decrease. 5 units decrease. Change in oxidation state per KMnO4 or MnO4 minus is 5 units decrease. So what is the change in oxidation state per mole? Per mole of oxidizing agent? 5 units decrease. Therefore, equivalent weight of KMnO4 should be equal to molecular weight by 5, 158 by 5, that is 31.6 in strongly acidic medium, in acidic medium. The same thing I can balance with respect to electrons. With respect to electrons. So let us try to balance this equation with respect to electron, like a ion electron method. MnO4 minus MnO2. 4 oxygens, 2 oxygens. This is in which medium? Acidic medium. So to balance oxygen in acidic medium, what I have to do? I have to add water. How many are water? 2, because 2 oxygens are less. So due to this 4 hydrogens are increased, add 4 H plus. Then balance the charge, -1 plus 4. Manganese 4 oxygens, 2 oxygens, 2 to the 4 H plus. Sorry, it is not MnO2. That is simply Mn plus 2. So MnO4 minus gives Mn plus 2. 4 oxygens, so I have to write 4 H2O, 4 oxygens, but due to addition of 4 water, 8 hydrogens are increased. So since this is acidic medium, add 8 H plus. 8 minus 1 plus 7, plus 7, here you have plus 2, so I have to add 5 electrons to balance the charge. So 1 mole of permanganate ion gains 5 moles of electrons. 1 mole of MnO4 minus or KMnO4, potassium is spectator ion, gains 5 moles of electrons. Therefore, equivalent weight of KMnO4 is molecular weight by 5. With respect to oxygen, so here we get Mn plus 2. Right. So with respect to oxygen in acidic medium, right, we can write like this, or KMnO4 plus H2SO4. Manganese plus 2, so combines with sulfate to form MnSO4. Potassium K2SO4, no doubt. So K2SO4, so we require 2 here, right, 2 plus 1, 3. K2, 2 MnSO4. 2 plus 1 3H2SO4, right? 3H2 plus 8 oxygens, you will get 3H2O. So out of 8, 3 are gone, you will get 5 nascent oxygen. So this is a balanced equation, you have to practice it. Simple potassium spectator ion, manganese plus 7 is changed to plus 2. So plus 2 combined with sulfate ion, ions, SO4 minus 2. So crisscross method, MnSO4. Potassium will not change its oxidation state, plus 1 only. So oppositely charged ions are sulfate always, because this is taken in excess. So you will get K2SO4. Count the number of sulfates. Okay, so here K2SO4 you require 2 potassiums. So writing 2 moles here, we have to take 2 moles, then only potassium will be balanced. 2 potassium, 2 manganese. So I am writing 2 MnSO4. So balanced potassium and manganese, count the sulfate ions, 1 plus 2, 3. So 3H2SO4. These hydrogens are removed as water. From where you will get this oxygen? 2 into 4, 8 oxygens are there. Out of this 8, 3 are written here, left over is 5. So 2 moles of KMnO4, 2 moles of KMnO4 produces 5 moles of nascent oxygen. So 2 into 158 grams produces 5 into atomic weight of nascent oxygen is 16. There is only one bone, not O2. Right. So what is equivalent weight? Mass of substance that combines with 8 grams of oxygen. 8 grams of oxygen. So equivalent weight of KMnO4 is 2 into 158 into 8 by 5 into 16, which is 158 by 5. So in acidic medium, the equivalent weight of KMnO4 is 31.6. Whether you balance the equation with, whether you find the valency by using oxidation state or by electron method or by with respect to oxygen produced, it remains same. So we have completed with respect to acidic medium in by balancing the equation in 3 different ways, by finding the valency in 3 different ways. One with respect to change in oxidation, all are same, but in a different approach. Here we have calculated the valency with respect to change in oxidation state. We have calculated the valency with respect to number of electrons gained. Here we have calculated the valency with respect to the amount of oxygen produced. So let us go for basic medium or neutral medium. Let us first complete neutral, then we will go for basic. In neutral medium or weakly basic medium. So here MnO4 minus changes to MnO2. MnO4 minus changes to MnO2. So let us find the valency of KMnO4 with respect to change in oxidation state. Change in oxidation state. So what is happening here? In neutral medium or weakly basic, MnO4 minus changes to MnO2. So find the oxidation states. Plus 7, here it is plus 4. Right? 2 oxygens, 2 into minus 2. So it should be plus 4. What is the change in oxidation state? Plus 7 to plus 4. So change in oxidation state for manganese is 3 units decrease. 3 units decrease per manganese. 1 mole contains 1 manganese, so it remains same. Change in oxidation state per KMnO4 or MnO4 minus. Potassium we deliberately don't write because it is spectator ion. Is 3 units decrease. So the valency is 3. So equivalent weight of KMnO4 in basic medium, sorry, in neutral medium is molecular weight by 3, that is 158 by 3. This is one way of balancing. What is the other way? Okay, I'll write here. What is the other way with respect to electrons? It is oxidizing agent, therefore it gains electron. Let us see how to balance the equation. MnO2, right? So 4 oxygens, 2 oxygens, adding, so basic medium, therefore adding 4 OH minus, and on the opposite side we have to add 2 H2O. Let us count 1 manganese, 4 oxygens plus 2, 6, 4 oxygens plus 2, 6, 4 hydrogens, 4 hydrogens. So all atoms are balanced. Balance the charge, -1, -4. So I have to add 3 moles of electrons here. 3 moles of electrons. -1, -3, -4 on left hand side, -4 on right hand side. Balanced. So what is the meaning of this? 1 mole of KMnO4, 1 mole of MnO4 minus or KMnO4 gains 3 moles of electrons. Therefore, equivalent weight of KMnO4 is molecular weight of by number of moles of electron gain, that is 3. 158 by 3. Both are same. So what is the third possibility? With respect to oxygen released, oxygen produced, right? So just add potassium, KMnO4 plus 2H2O gives MnO2 plus 4KOH. 4 potassiums, 4 KMnO4, 4 MnO2, sorry. Let us count 4 potassiums, 4 manganese, 4 manganese, 4 hydrogens, 4 hydrogens, 4 4 are 16 oxygens plus 2, total 18 oxygen atoms. Here 4 2 are 8 plus 4, total 12. So add 6 nascent oxygen to balance. Add 6 nascent oxygens to balance. Now it is balanced. So from this we can clearly see that 4 moles of KMnO4, 4 moles of KMnO4 on reaction in acidic medium, sorry, in basic medium KOH, therefore you will get 6 moles of nascent oxygen. That means 4 into 158 grams of KMnO4 produces 6 into 16 grams of nascent oxygen. This is what we can get. But what is the equivalent weight? The weight of the substance that produces 8 grams of oxygen. Why 8? 8 is the equivalent weight of oxygen. So what I will get is equivalent weight of KMnO4 is 4 into 158 into 8 by 6 into 16. 16 to 3, right? We will get 158 by 3. So this is with respect to oxygen.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.